So everyone please take a worksheet. When you get your worksheet, please put your name and your class at the top of the worksheet, okay? So please put your name and your class at the top of the worksheet. Okay, so please, again, write your name. We're on this side of the worksheet. So please turn to this side. Turn your paper over. Good. So make sure you're on the correct side of the worksheet. Oh. Turn it over to this side. So everyone's on the correct side? We're all on the correct side? Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, so let's go over one more time today's goal. So we all understand what today's goal means, right? We've heard that before? Goal. Goal wa nihongo de nan desu ka? Good. Or mokyo, right? Mokyo. Yeah, mokyo or what you said before. Alright, very good. So, honjitsu no mokyo wa to be able to share our experience in English, or experiences in English. So, does anyone know what experience is in Japanese? Today, what are today's keywords? Experience. Anyone have an idea? Oh, yeah. What was it? Yeah. Keiken. Keiken. So, in Japanese, experience is keiken. So, really quickly, let's all review today's goal. So please repeat after me. To be able to.
To be able to
Share.
share
Our experience.
our experience
In
in
English.
English.
Oh, very good. So everyone take out a pencil, please. Everyone have a pen or a pencil out. Today we are going to be taking notes. Today we're going to be taking notes, yeah? Notes, 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 notes. So, on your worksheet, this area is for your notes. This area is for your notes. So, if I write it on the board, you should write it in your notes, okay? Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to tell you 3 sentences. So please listen carefully and consider these 3 sentences. Okay, so first sentence. I went to Kyoto last year. So again, we're taking notes, right? We're taking notes. I went to Kyoto last year. I went to Kyoto last year. I went to Kyoto last year. Taking notes, 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 notes. Oh, very good. So I went to Kyoto last year. Alright, so remember, you write down what I write down. So you write down what I write down. Alright, second sentence. I saw Kabuki last month. So I saw Kabuki last month. That's the second sentence. So please take notes. And our last sentence for today. I ate ramen yesterday. I ate ramen yesterday. So give you a second to catch up with your notes. I ate ramen yesterday. Oh, very good words. Okay, so question for you guys. What is similar about these 3 sentences? この文法は何の同じ意味がありますか？何の同じことがありますか？この文法は。So maybe take 10 seconds, talk to your friends. 答えは日本語でいい。Okay. Quiet. Who has a guess? What is similar? 日本語でいい。日本語でいい。答えは日本語でいい。
はい。
はい。
過去形。
Oh, very good. Yes, kakoke desu. And kakoke in English is past tense. Past tense. Okay? So I went to Kyoto, I saw kabuki, and I ate ramen. So very good. Past tense or kakoke. Yay. Give him a hand. Yay. Alright, so that's one of the things that are similar. Now, I really want you to notice something about these sentences. So, if we look at these sentences on a timeline, and this is now, so I went to Kyoto last year. So, this is the past. So I went to Kyoto last year. So very specific time. So last year. And a very specific action. Went to Kyoto. Okay? Next sentence. I saw kabuki last month. So maybe last month is about here. So a very specific time. Last month. And a very specific action. Saw kabuki. And lastly, I ate ramen yesterday. So again, a very specific time. Yesterday. And a very specific action. Ate ramen. Okay, so when we use kakoke or past tense, we have very specific times when we do very specific actions. So I studied for my test yesterday, or I ate ramen yesterday, or I saw kabuki last month or last year. Okay? So these are very specific. So that's another one of our keywords today, specific. Specific. Who can tell me what is specific in Japanese? Do you know? Any guesses? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? No one? Okay, everyone, please take out your dictionary and stand up. When you find specific, you may sit down. When you find specific, you may sit down. Where are your dictionaries? Specific. S-P-E-C-I-F-I. Okay guys, try and find it quickly. Specific. S-P-E-C-I-F-I-C. Okay, so everyone is sitting down. So everyone should know what this is in Japanese. On the count of 3, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. A few people said a few different things. Sensei! Marayama Sensei, what is specific in Japanese? Oh, very good. Okay, so a big point is they're very specific. Yesterday, last month, last year, okay? That's a major point to observe, alright? Okay, so now let's talk about today's grammar. Honjitsu no bunpo. So with today's grammar, we're taking sentences and things that we did in the past, but we're expressing them as experiences, okay? As keiken. So to do this, we have to use a very specific grammar, all right? So please observe. Please observe. All right, so using today's grammar, the sentence I went to Kyoto last year would become I have been to Kyoto. So I have been to Kyoto. I saw kabuki last month would change to I have seen kabuki. And our last sentence, I ate ramen yesterday, would change to I have eaten. Ramen. Okay? Alright, so remember, we're taking notes. We're taking notes. I'll give you a minute to write that down. So please write that down. So I have been to Kyoto. I have seen kabuki. And I have eaten ramen. Okay, so you can say that today's target grammar would be have or has plus past participle. So past participle in Japanese is kakobunshi. So have and has plus kakobunshi. Okay? Now notice also, this isn't quite past tense. It's different. Okay? So be careful with your spelling. So have been, have seen, have eaten. There are a lot of irregular verbs. Okay? So please be careful when you use past participle. You can't say that word for some reason. Kakobunshi. Easier to say that. Alright. So the big difference between past tense and today's grammar is, in the past, remember, yesterday, last month, last year, very specific. For our actions here, they could have happened anytime. Anytime in the past. So there's no set specific time. They just happened in the past. It is just your experience. Okay? So experience from your life. Alright? So it could have happened anytime. Yesterday, 5 years ago, 3 days ago, it doesn't matter. It's just happened to you. You have that experience. Okay? Alright, any questions? No? Alright, let's now practice using today's grammar. So on your worksheet, I now want you to answer these 3 questions. Okay? So the first question is, name one foreign food you have eaten. The second question is, name one prefecture you have visited. So prefecture in Japanese is ken. So like Kagoshima ken, Kagoshima prefecture. Alright? And lastly, name one foreign movie you have seen. Alright, so now for the next 5 minutes, please write down your answers, your own experience. So jibun no keiken, kaite kudasai. Using today's grammar. Alright? So, to give you a little bit of a hint, for number 1, for me, for James Sensei, I would say, I have eaten sushi. But sushi is a foreign food for me, but not for you guys. So try and think of foreign food, like hamburger, pizza, French bread, Indonesian curry. There's many, many foreign foods in Japan. Okay? So, please answer the 3 questions. You have 5 minutes. Begin. If you have a question, raise your hand. You may also talk to your friends if you need help. You can ask your friends.
I have eaten kimchi. I have eaten hamburger. I have eaten any foreign food.
見たことがあるやつ。
べたことある？
あー、好きなやつで。ハンバーガ
ほらフォアグラOh, you don't have a pencil? So let's try number one. So how would we start this sentence? So look at my example. So I went to Kyoto. Change to I have been to Kyoto. So how would you start? 初めては何ですか?
なんて書いてある?
Oh, very good. So 今から何を食べました? 食べたことがありました? Yes, that is a word. So yeah, write down. I have eaten a hamburger. Very good. Oh, ham. What movie do you like very Alright guys, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Maybe recently the movie First. Alright, if you have to go for your eye check, do it now please. Do it now please. When you guys come back, please be quiet. When you come back, please be quiet. Okay guys, one more minute. One more minute. Like superhero movie, like Batman or Superman. Those are fun. Iron Man, many mans. Okay guys, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Those sound good. Those sound good. title.
いいね、シンデレラ。じゃあちょっとポッター。もともとだってディズニーだからね。ディズニーだからね。
これだもん。
じゃあこれ先輩これじゃあね。いや、でも
いいね。
コール先輩のこと。
Okay, guys. Once she's finished writing, we're going to go over the answers. Check your friends' answers. Make sure they have good ones. Good. Oh, cake. Cake. What? Cake. Cake. Kind of, I guess. Maybe. Sanctum. Remember, okay, guys. All right, let's listen up. Let's listen up. So, if you're finished, let's go over your answers. So number one, is she still here? Did she leave for the eye check? Alright, so I'll read it. Alright, number one. So the question was, name one foreign food you have eaten. She said, she went to her eye check, I have eaten pizza. So very good. So I have eaten pizza. Have eaten pizza. Alright, number two. Hi.
I have been to Osaka.
Oh, very good. So I have been to Osaka. You could also have said, I have visited Osaka. Alright? And lastly, number three. Oh, very good. I have seen The Sound of Music. Yay! So give him a hand. Give him all Okay, so it seems like you guys have a pretty good grasp of the grammar. So instead of writing, now we are going to practice speaking. So please turn your paper over to the other side. Please turn your paper over to the other side. This side. So please turn over. Turn over. So yes, we have 15 minutes left, so this will be our last exercise for today. Alright? Alright, so for this exercise, we are going to practice sharing our experiences with our classmates. So what I want you to do is, I want you to ask these 7 questions to 7 different classmates, okay? So please ask a different person each question. So that might mean you have to talk to a girl, or it might mean you have to talk to a boy, alright? I know it's a little bit hard to do that, alright? So, to demonstrate, please observe Sensei and I. Please watch Sensei and I. So, if Sensei was my partner, I would walk up to her and say, Sensei, have you ever eaten foreign food?
Yes, I have. I have eaten Mongolian cheese.
Ooh, sounds interesting. So what I would do is I would ask, so I'm asking her a question, I'm listening to her answer, and then I'm writing it down. So on my paper I would write down, she has eaten Mongolian cheese. Now when you're finished, you show your partner, and they check your answer, and then they will sign their name here, okay? So partner, after you say your experience, make sure you check their answer, make sure it's correct, make sure it's following today's grammar, okay? Alright, so does everyone understand what we're going to do? One more time. You're going to ask a question, listen to the answer, write it down, and then have your partner sign, okay? Your partner will tell you their answer and check your written answer, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so remember, when you write it down, he has been to Kyoto. So remember, it changes. So when you write down someone else's experience, it will be different. So like, he. So has. Oh yeah, has が出て kudasai. Okay? So he or she has been to Kyoto. He or she has seen kabuki. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to give you 7 minutes. 7 minutes. If you finish early, think of an original. Think of an original question. Okay? Alright, everyone, please stand up. Please stand up. You may ask Sensei or myself as well. Alright, let's begin. 7 minutes. Go! Have you ever eaten for food? Okay, check my answer. What do you think? Good? Go check the answer. Check. So check my answer. Is it good? Really? So read it. 読んでください。いいですか? Really? She have eaten pasta? So she have eaten pasta? So remember, she 使ったら has. So I need to change to has. Alright, so she has eaten pasta. いいですか? Okay. Alright, very good. So you have a question for me? Yes. I have eaten okonomiyaki. Eaten. Hey. Oh, very good. Okay, guys. If you just came back, please find your sheet. Find your sheet. Take your sheet. Come back in. Okay, just come back, get your sheet, turn this way, and ask your classmates Okay, sign your name.
ごめんなさい。なわけないでしょ。東京ですチャリーパミパミュチャリーパミパミュどうやって書くんですかこれキャリーパミパミュって言ってるんですかパミパミュ
Okay, guys, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Do your best to finish. Alright, please return to your Okay, so a lot of you maybe didn't get as much done because of your medical check. Alright. Okay, so a lot of you probably didn't get as many questions answered because of your medical check, but let's see. How many questions could you answer? So raise your hand if you can answer one question. Raise your hand if you can answer one question. One question. So maybe everyone can answer one question, right? Raise your hand if you can answer one question. Oh, you can answer one question. Raise your hand. You have three. Raise your hand. One question. So if you can answer just one, it's okay. Raise your hand if you have just one even. So if you have an answer, so I have two. So I can answer one question. Yes. I could answer one question. So yes, everyone, so raise your hand and keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. Okay, keep your hand raised. Keep your hand raised if you can answer two questions. Two questions.
何個答えられますかって。
Guys.
やっぱりノーアンサーじゃない人は手を挙げなさいね、これよ。ああ、ない人。はい。
Okay, so one question. Two questions. Three questions. Four questions. Five questions. Six. And finally seven. Seven. Did anyone get all seven? Seven dekiru hito wa imasu ka? Natsumi. Did you get seven? Seven? Natsumi, did you get seven? Seven. Please stand up. Okay, thank you. Let's give Natsumi a hand. She got Okay, very good job, very good job. So guys, sorry, I didn't realize you had medical check today. Sorry for you guys who had to leave early. So today, our goal was to be able to share our experiences in English. So from the sounds of it, everyone was able to answer most of the questions on today's conversation practice. Okay? Okay. So you all did a very good job. Give yourselves a hand. Yay! Okay, so in quick review, remember when we use this grammar, we're talking about our experiences They could have happened anytime in the past, okay? So, very good job today, and that is it for today. Please stand up. Thank you very much. See you next time.